Let's face it, golf can be complicated. With a basic rule book that includes 34 basic rules, but subchapters of these rules which actually run more than 160 pages and 6,680 words, it's easy to become confused. And while the rules are designated to level the playing field and allow for fair play at any skill level, many a conflict has arisen over the understanding of even the most basic golf rules. Luckily for us here at Shadow Hills Country Club, we have the solution for any rule question that may come up during the round. When in doubt, ask Mario! Let's cover some basic questions and most frequently misunderstood rules in the rule book. We begin with a shot that is hit out of bounds.
Oops, my ball is out of bounds. What do I do?
Ask Mario!
Well, Marilyn, actually there's one option when your ball is out of bounds. It's to go back to where you last hit your shot and hit it again. It's called a provisional shot.
There's loads of confusion over red stakes and yellow stakes marking hazards, and there is a difference.
I hit a ball in the water, what do I do?
Ask Mario!
Option 1, when you hit a ball into a hazard marked with yellow stakes, is to play the ball as it lies.
Option number 2, go back and hit your ball from the original spot with a one-stroke penalty.
Option number 3, when you hit your ball into a hazard marked with yellow stakes, is to take the point where that ball crossed the hazard, keeping it in line with the flagstick, and you then can go back as far as you need to or want to hit the shot again.
But how about when we hit into a hazard marked with red stakes?
Oh, my ball went into water, but it's red hazard. What do I do?
Ask Mario!
So Irene, option number 1 is you can play the ball in the circumstance that it was found in. So you can play it out of the hazard. But make sure when you do this that you don't ground your club, because you'll get additional penalties if you do that. Option number 2 is to go back to the tee box. In this case it was a par 3 and it went to a red hazard, and you can re-tee it from there.
Your third option is to drop where your ball crossed the hazard line 2 club lengths no closer to the hole. That's a one-stroke penalty.
You would take 2 club lengths this way, mark the end of that club with your tee, and then proceed to drop your golf ball between those tees and behind. That ball is now in play.
Take out your head cover.
Your fourth option, drop 2 club lengths on the opposite side of the hazard, no closer to the hole. Again, this is a one-stroke penalty. And finally, you can drop in line with the pin and a point where the ball crossed the hazard as far back as you want to go. Sometimes you just have to know when trying to hit a ball is dangerous to your club, your body, or your ego. It's time to suck it up, take a penalty stroke, and declare an unplayable lie.
My ball's embedded. I can't play this.
Ask Mario!
If you find your ball in an unplayable lie, you have 3 options. Option number 1 is to go back to where you last hit the shot and play it over again. Option number 2, in this situation when you have an unplayable lie, is to take the line that is created between the ball and the flag and move that ball as far back as you want in the bunker. You cannot go outside of the bunker in this situation, and then drop it there. Option number 3 is taking 2 club lengths away from that unplayable lie and dropping the ball there.
Finally, some other golf rule tidbits to make your game fun and fair.
There's 2 pitch marks between my ball and the pin. Can I fix both of them?
Ask Mario!
You may repair ball mark on the putting green even though your ball is off the putting green. You may not repair mark on apron even though you intend to putt. The apron is not part of the putting green.
Ask Mario!
If you find your golf ball on a cart path, you always have the option to play it as it lies. So you can play it off of that cart path if you'd like. If you do not want to tear up your golf club and you're not playing in the US Open, then you can take free relief from this cart path. In order to do that, you need to locate your nearest point of relief where your stance is not impeded by the cart path anymore. In this particular situation, it's pretty clear that we're going that direction to the hole, so our nearest point of relief will be on this side of the cart path. The easiest way to find out your nearest point of relief is to take your stance and put a tee in the ground at that location. Now you have one club length from there, no closer to the hole, to make your drop. So mark out your club length, mark it with a tee, and then drop your golf ball between and behind those two tees. You have taken relief from the cart path.
Ask Mario!
You may not move loose impediments in a hazard, stone, sticks, and leaves. You are permitted to move movable obstructions, man-made objects such as candy wrappers and cigarette butts.
Ask Mario!
A ball embedded in its own pitch mark in the ground may be lifted, cleaned, and dropped as near as possible to the spot, but not near the hole.
Ask Mario!
If a ball lies in casual water, action is similar to the cart path rule. Determine nearest point of relief that avoids casual water and not nearer to the hole. Mark with a tee, measure one club length with the club length you would use, and drop. Make clean ball before dropping. Ground under repair is same as casual water relief. This applies to ball and/or stance. Note that relief is optional. If you like the lie, play it as it lies.
Ask Mario!
On putting green, the relief is liberal. You are allowed to lift, move, and place your ball to avoid intervention by casual water. If ball is not on putting green and a puddle is in your line, complain away, but no relief.
Ask Mario!
If putting stance is on sprinkler head, same procedure of nearest point of relief. Mark with tee, one club length, marked with second tee, and drop. When a sprinkler head off the putting green is on your line but does not interfere with your stance or swing, there is no free relief. You must chip.
Ask Mario!
Any tree well that your ball comes to rest in at Shadow Hills Country Club is considered through the green, which means it's part of the golf course and you need to play the ball as it lies. Unless you want to deem it an unplayable lie. Then you can take relief under that penalty of one stroke.
Rules make the game of golf fun and fair for everyone, and a basic understanding of them makes your round with others more competitive and a lot more enjoyable. But when all else fails, ask Mario or Gary, or get a rule book, or carry a rules app on your phone, or keep Mario on your speed dial. Really, he doesn't mind at all. Weekends, early mornings, 24/7, 365, just ask Mario. Really, he doesn't mind at all. Really, give him a call. Give him a call now. Here's his